If you didn't know, maybe better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause a side ain't in the streets. They be silent like bass hitters. And mother fellas, they been seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready up! Let's go now! 70 Lions!
In motion, the tight end. Hooker. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being... on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave the tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block, or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Hey, smash! Check smash! Check smash! Steady!
First run now for Kyron Williams. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Throwing. Hooker. This one swung out to Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Dragon 60.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Check. Ready.
They run straight ahead with Corum. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ready.
3rd and 5.
Let's go. Viking 18. Viking 18.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is 3rd and 5.
Come on. 19, Charger. 19. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here's Hooker to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Got it. Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Here we go. Check, smash. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Go.
Back to Walker on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The Seahawks at 9-4 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Here we go. Check.
Here's Milton now to throw. Quickly, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Cowboy 80. Roll, roll, roll. Riggs, Riggs. Ready.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to him. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
70.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Ready. 70, Timberwolves.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got it. Ready?
First down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Rams first down.
We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Viking 18. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rig alert. Rig alert. Cougar 19. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hey, Crash. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Hooker. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for these sweet. Here, back home in Seattle. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Darnold now to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Play action. It's Darnold. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Another extra point opportunity here. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. 19, Charger, 19.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open ball is Kirk, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught. Puka Nakua. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Let's go now. Lucky, please. Big Lion. Let's go.
They give to Williams, running right. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. From the 21, here's a second down and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Past the 50, past the 60. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 3rd and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Lions.
Oh, the option to give to Williams here. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And a very solid return out across the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Darnold. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Darnold. Walker with a grab, left side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come to 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here comes third and the length of the football. Here's Darnold. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
19, Tiger, 19.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 25, here's second down and 7. Now it's Darnold. he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That's down the field. He's got a roll. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Let's go now. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Hooker's going to throw it. And that is incomplete here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And we sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Cut that kick, Cowboy 80.
Now Hooker. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Seven Pirates.
Looking to throw. Hooker. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Hooker going to try and throw for him. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Darnold wants to change it up. And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Myers' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Cowboy 80. Roll. Steady.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Look at my team.
They'll go for it. Hooker. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off play action. Here's Hooker. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience had to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They're looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
The 46-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave it with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 34 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Darnold from the gun. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marvin Harrison Jr. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Throwing. Hooker. He's going to get that to his running back. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Bronco 80. 79. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Hooker. That's caught. Davis Allen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
Hooker to the air yet again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And it was caught downfield by Harrison. Inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Come on. Hey. 70 Lions. Ready.
Hooker. This one swung out to Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Let's go now. 19 Tigers.
Hooker now off play action. It's complete to Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 2 yards to go, second down.
Ready. Pass the 50.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Rams 10.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now second and 7 from the 23. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's Darnold. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys
just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a blowout.